Good morning all of you. How are you? I hope you are fine at home. Okay. Dear student, we have started our chapter number 2, Food and Health. First, we will revise yesterday work, then we will start new work. Okay. Now take out your book. Now take out your book from your bag and keep it in front of you. First we will read, then I will explain you. Okay. In chapter Food and Health, what you have read? First term, aims. Okay. What are the aims of this chapter? I am explaining. No need to write anything. Just listen. Okay. What are the aim of this chapter? You have to learn about importance of balanced diet. Then second, how food keep us healthy and fit. Third one, the how we can protect us from common diseases. Okay. In this chapter we will read aims. Okay. Then second, we have learned about the term nutrients. Okay. What are nutrients? Food containing some special substances are called nutrients. All of you know. Food containing some special substances are called nutrients. And you know the names of the nutrients? What are they? Carbohydrates, then fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. Okay. You know the name of the nutrients. Carbohydrate, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. Now, carbohydrate is known as energy giving food. Okay. Food is also known as energy giving food. Then third one, protein. Protein is known as body building food. Means it helps us to grow. Okay. Carbohydrate is energy giving food. Means it provide energy. Fat is also energy giving food. It also provide energy, but it keeps our body warm. Then proteins. Protein is also known as body building food. Means they help us our body to grow. Then vitamins and minerals are known as protective food. Protective nutrients or protective food means they help our body to fight against disease. Okay. All of you understood? You know the sources of carbohydrate? Rice, wheat, banana, sugar. Okay. Then sources of fats, oil, ghee, butter. Then protein. Sources of protein are milk, egg, pulses. Vitamins and minerals. Sources of vitamins and minerals means green leafy vegetables and fruits and vegetables. Okay. Then third point. Third point. You know the term balanced diet. All of you know. What is balanced diet? Yes. You have read chapter at home. What is a balanced diet? Again, we are revising the chapter. What is a balanced diet? A diet that contains all the essential nutrient in the desired amount is called a balanced diet. A diet that contains all the essential nutrients in the right amount. In the right amount. It's called a balanced diet. Okay. Understood? Learn this definition. A diet that contains all the essential nutrient in the right amount is called a balanced diet. Okay. Now, then we have learned about how we keep our body fit and healthy. You know, so to remain healthy, what we have to do? To remain healthy, we need to have first, what you have to do, what you have to take a balanced diet. Okay, a balanced diet. Then after taking proper diet, you have to do regular exercise. Okay, then you have to take enough rest also. Enough rest. Then fourth point, you have to protection from common diseases. Okay, to remain healthy, one need to have a balanced diet. He or she should do regular exercise, then take enough rest and protection from common diseases. Okay. I have explained you about water. Okay. How much glasses of water we have to drink daily? What is the importance of water in our diet? Okay. We have to drink at least 6 to 8 glasses of water. Okay. Every day. So what is the role of water in our diet? Okay. It helps in maintaining body temperature. Okay. Then it helps in digestion of food. It helps in digestion of food. Then it also helps in get rid of waste product. Okay. It also help in get rid of waste So we have to drink at least 6 to 8 glasses of water every day. Then what is the role of water in our diet? It helps in maintaining our body temperature, it regulates our body temperature, it helps in digestion of our food, then it helps in get rid of waste from our body. Then about roughage. We are revising our yesterday work. Okay, you have read this chapter. Now roughage. First tell me what is a roughage. Yesterday I explained you what is a roughage. We get roughage from plant. So food that we get from plants are called foods that we get from plants contains fibers. Okay, contains fiber is called roughage. Means green leafy vegetables contains roughage. Okay. Then about exercise. Exercise and rest. Okay. After taking a proper diet, we must do exercise daily. We have to do exercise regularly. Why exercise regularly? Which help us to tone up our muscles. है ना? Why do we exercise daily? We have to do exercise daily to tone up our muscles, and it also increase the flow of blood to the muscles and keep us healthy and fit. Okay, healthy and fit. So after taking a proper balanced diet, we have to do exercise daily. Why? To tone up our muscles and also to increase the flow of blood in our body to the muscles, flow of blood to the muscles, and keep us healthy and fit. What type of exercise we are doing daily? Like running, jogging, playing, okay, swimming. This all type of exercise we have to do daily. Then about diseases. Okay, diseases. A disease is a condition. A disease is a condition when our body does not function properly. Okay, and this is known as disease. Okay, what is a disease? A disease is a condition when our body does not function properly. Okay, if disease happen to any person, what he feels? He feels sick and weak. Okay, a person suffering from any disease, feels sick and weak. Okay. Understood? What is a disease? A disease is a condition when our body does not function properly. Person suffering from any disease feel sick and weak. Now, there are two main reasons that any disease occurs. Okay. Diseases occur due to two reasons. First one, when any part of our body does not function properly. Okay. First reason is this. Then second one, or due to deficiency of vitamins and minerals in our body, or due to deficiency of vitamins and minerals in our body. Okay. Diseases occur due to two main reasons. First reason is when any part of our body does not function properly. Then second, due to deficiency of vitamin and mineral in our body. Now, if disease occur due to deficiency of any vitamins and minerals in our body is called deficiency diseases. Okay. When any disease occur due to deficiency of any vitamin or mineral, then it is called as deficiency diseases. Now there are two types of diseases. Okay. There are two types of diseases: communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. There are two types of diseases: communicable diseases and non-communicable disease. Means communicable disease means that can spread from one person to another person. Okay. Non-communicable diseases means those cannot be spread from one person to another person. Okay. Now open your book, page number 24. Book, page number 24. We will start from here. Okay. Communicable diseases. First we will read from our book, then I will explain. Okay. Communicable diseases. Okay. Communicable diseases are those diseases which spread from one person to another. These are caused by very small organism called germs. There are different kinds of germs called bacteria, virus, protozoa and fungi. Okay. So communicable disease means those disease which can spread from one person to another. Those diseases, first understand this term, those diseases which spread from one person to another. Okay. And these are caused by small organism called germs. These are caused by germs, by small organism, very small organism called germs. Okay. Now communicable disease, those disease which can spread from one person to another. Okay, these are caused by small organism called germs. You have to underline this line with pencil in your book. This is important. Okay, what are communicable disease? Okay. Now there are different kinds of germs. Now there are different kind of germs, different kinds of germs. What are the different kinds of germs? First one, bacteria. Okay, bacteria. Then second one, virus. Third one, protozoa. These are the names of germs. Okay, bacteria, different kinds of germs. Bacteria, virus, protozoa and fungi. Okay. Now I will show you a diagram of bacteria. This is a diagram of bacteria given in your book. Then virus. then protozoa. Then okay, these diagrams are given in your book. This is the diagram of bacteria, virus, then protozoa and fungi. Now we will talk about bacteria. Okay. Pay attention in your book. Bacteria are the germs that cause diseases like typhoid, tuberculosis, cholera and plague. Viruses are the germs that cause diseases like common cold, polio, chickenpox, measles and mumps. Protozoa are the germs that cause diseases like malaria and amoebic dysentery. Okay. So you have to learn different name of the disease caused by bacteria, virus and protozoa. So disease caused by bacteria are typhoid, tuberculosis, then plaque. Okay, disease caused by the bacteria are typhoid, tuberculosis, cholera and plague. Then second, virus. Okay, common cold, polio, chickenpox, then measles, mumps. Now latest disease which is caused by virus. You know the name of that disease right now? Okay, is COVID-19. Okay, then protozoa. Disease caused by protozoa are malaria and amoebic dysentery. Okay. Now communicable disease are caused by small organism called germs, and there are different kinds of germs like bacteria, virus, protozoa, and they cause different diseases like from bacteria, typhoid, tuberculosis, cholera, plague. This is below. Now disease caused by virus are common cold, polio, chickenpox, measles, mumps. Right now this is COVID-19, COVID. Okay. Then protozoa. This is caused by protozoa germs and malaria and amoebic dysentery. Okay. Communicable disease. Pay attention in your book. Communicable diseases are passed on from one person to another through different ways called mode of transmission. Means mode of transmission. Modes of transmission. This term means communicable disease transmit from one person to another through different ways. है ना? That's are known as mode of transmission. Communicable, underline this line. Communicable diseases are passed from one person to another, from one person to another through different ways. Okay. What are the different ways? Through different ways. Through different ways. It's called modes of transmission. Okay. Mode of transmission means communicable disease can transmit from one person to another through different ways. Means through air, through food and water, through insect. Okay. So there are different ways. They are known as mode of transmission. Now, so underline this line, communicable diseases are passed from one person to another through different ways called mode of transmission. These are air, infected water, food and insects and direct contact. Now this mode of transmission through air. Okay, first one is air, then second through infected food and water, or through insects, or and by direct contact. These four mode of transmissions are there of communicable disease. Okay. So remember this. There are communicable disease spread from one person to another through either air, through infected food and water, or by insects, or by direct contact with that person. Okay. Now about through air. Through air. Dear student, pay attention in your book. Through air, coughing or sneezing by a diseased person releases germs into the air. When the healthy person breathes these airs, germs enter his or her body. Then the germ can cause various diseases like whooping cough, common cold, इन्फ्लुएंजा, डिप्थेरिया एसेट्रा. आपने देखा होगा कभी भी हम कहते हैं कि किसी को भी सर्दी खांसी हो तो या तो वो हैंकी को अपने मुंह पे रखे खांसते वक्त या चीखते वक्त. क्यों कहा जाता है? क्योंकि उससे क्या होता है, वो जो भी जर्म्स रिलीज़ करता है एयर में, वही एक हेल्दी पर्सन क्या करता है, एयर को लेता है, तो वो क्या हो जाएगा, वो उससे इन्फेक्ट होगा और उसे भी वही डिसीज़ होने लग जाएंगे. Then the germ can cause various diseases like whooping cough, खांसी होगी, common cold, सामान्य ज्वर होगा, influenza and diphtheria. They are the types of diseases, okay, through air. Now through direct contact. Second one is through direct contact. Okay, through direct contact, many diseases like common cold, measles, conjunctivitis and chickenpox spread through direct contact, either through clothing or article used by a sick person. कहा जाता है ना कि अगर डायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट, किसी को अगर सर्दी खांसी हुई है, आप उसको क्या होगा, या छोटी माता निकली है या आँख आती है, तो उससे क्यों बोलते हैं कि दूर रहें? क्योंकि अगर उसके द्वारा कोई भी चीज़ आपने यूज़ करी है, उसकी चीज़ें यूज़ कर रहे हैं, तो वो आपको भी कहीं ना कहीं उससे इन्फेक्शन हो सकता है. ओके, देन थ्रू इन्फेक्टेड फूड एंड वाटर. थर्ड पॉइंट इज थ्रू इन्फेक्टेड food and water. Okay. Okay, these two terms you have understand, mode of transmission and what are the different kinds of germs. Okay, first you have to learn this topic. What is the communicable disease? Communicable disease are spread from one person to another. They are caused by small germs, okay, like bacteria, virus, protozoa. Now you know the disease caused by bacteria, virus, protozoa. Now what is the meaning of mode of transmission? Mode of transmission means disease is spread from one person to another through air, infected food and water, insects and by direct contact. Now today we have learned a mode of transmission about through air and through direct contact. From tomorrow we will start our chapter from through infected food and water. Okay, so you have to read this chapter till through direct contact. We have finished till through direct contact. You have to read this chapter at home and understand. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Take care.